so orderly. I appreciate it. Kind of a surprise assembly. I've known about it for about a week or so. Glad to have these fine folks here. And I'm going to step away from the podium and turn this over to Sergeant Rick Haney. Welcome.
I'm going to try to do this without the microphone. Everybody hear me okay? I can be pretty loud if I need to be. Good morning, St. Paul.
Good morning.
Let's try that again. See, in the military, we like to start the day off highly motivated. Highly motivated. So let's try this again. Good morning, St. Paul.
Good morning.
That's better. That's better. Thank you, school staff, Miss Turner, for allowing us to do this. Thank you, Captain Fahey, Bravo Company Commander. Thank you, Chief Warrant Officer 2 Hancock, Alpha Company Commander. Thank you, Captain Hollingsworth. He is the ROTC Commander, for being present today. And thank you, fellow members of the Kansas Army National Guard. Today is a great day. A great day. I woke up this morning, the sun is shining, and Osama bin Laden is dead. Great day. Most of you know me either as Mr. Haney, Coach Haney, Rick, substitute teacher here. All right. Today I'm First Sergeant Haney. I am the Bravo Company First Sergeant in charge of all the recruiters in Western Kansas. Today we gather to recognize a very special junior student athlete at your school, Mr. Grant Smith. For years, Grant has been traveling to military funerals to perform taps to all of our fallen members who have previously wore the uniform and in the future wear the uniform. And that's a great honor to us. A great honor to us to actually hear the music live. For the men and women in uniform, the significance of taps can be summed up in a quote from retired Air Force Chaplain Colonel Edward Brogan. Lord of our lives, our hope in death, we cannot listen to taps without our souls stirring. Its plaintive notes are a prayer in music of hope, of peace, of grief, of rest. Prepare us too, Lord, for our final bugle call when you summon us home. When the trumpet of the Lord shall sound and death will be no more. The words that accompany the 24 notes of taps are as follows. Day is done, gone the sun. From the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is near. Fading light dims the sight, and a star gems the sky. Gleaming bright from afar, drawing near, falls the night. Thanks and praise for our days, neath the sun, neath the stars, neath the sky. As we go, this we know, God is near. Of all the military bugle calls, none is so easily recognized or more apt to evoke emotion than the call of taps. The melody is both eloquent and haunting. It is a military ritual that occurs at military funerals that is both familiar and moving. At these funerals, an escort of the honor comes to attention and presents arms. Most of you here don't know what come to attention is and present arms, right? Let me show you. Root, take, home! Present, home! Order, home! That is. We do this to show respect. Right? And it's very significant to us when we do this. All right? When we do this to people, it's a big deal. All right? After that is done, a firing party comes to attention, then fires 3 volleys. After the briefest of moments, a bugler sounds the 24 notes of America's most famous bugle call, taps. The flag held by members of the Military Honor Guard is then folded into a triangle, reminiscent of the cocked hat from the American Revolution. This ritual today is being performed over 1,000 times a day for all of our fallen veterans from previous wars. Unfortunately, over 700 of these rituals listen to taps from a recording on a radio. Okay, so I want you to understand the significance of what Grant does and how much it means to us. It's a big deal. As members of the military, we are charged with living by a set of values we know as the 7 Army Corps values. From time to time, we are blessed to discover men and women like Grant who also live by such values. L. Loyalty. Bear true faith and allegiance to the U.S. Constitution, the Army, your unit, and other soldiers. Bearing true faith and allegiance is a matter of believing in and devoting yourself to something or someone. D. Duty. Fulfill your obligations. Doing your duty means more than carrying out your assigned task. Duty means being able to accomplish tasks as part of a team. You fulfill your obligations as part of your unit every time. Now listen to this, kids. Every time you resist temptation to take shortcuts that might undermine the integrity of the final product. Remember that. R.
Respect.
Treat people as they should be treated. Respect is what allows us to appreciate the best in other people. Respect is trusting that all people have done their jobs and fulfilled their duty. And self-respect is a vital ingredient with the Army value of respect, which results from knowing you have put forth your best effort. Selfless service.
Selfless service.
I'm supposed to say yes there, if you didn't catch that. Selfless service. Put the welfare of the nation, the Army, and your subordinates before your own. Selfless service is larger than just one person. In serving your country, you are doing your duty loyally without thought of recognition or gain. The basic building block of selfless service is commitment to each team member. To go a little further, endure a little longer, and look a little closer to see how he or she can add to the effort. H. Honor. Live up to the Army values. Honor is a matter of carrying out, acting, and living the values of respect, duty, loyalty, selfless service, integrity, and personal courage in everything you do. I. Integrity. Do what's right, legally and morally. Integrity is a quality you develop by adhering to moral principles. It requires that you do say nothing that deceives others. As your integrity grows, so does the trust others place in you. The more choices you make based on integrity, the more this highly prized value will affect your relationships with family, friends, and finally, the fundamental acceptance of yourself. P. Personal courage. Face fear, danger, or adversity, physical or moral. With physical courage, it is a matter of enduring physical duress and at times risking personal safety. Facing moral fear or adversity may be a long, again, I want you to really listen to this. This may be a long, slow process of continuing forward on the right path. Especially if taking those actions is not popular with others. You can build your personal courage by daily standing up for and acting upon the things that you know are honorable. Before we bring Grant up to be recognized and give him a small token of our appreciation, I would like to first ask that Mr. and Ms. Smith please stand. Present arms. Order, arms. Mr. and Miss Smith, we salute you.
Thank you.
Thank you for raising such a wonderful young man. Grant, please come forward. Grant, on behalf of every person who has ever worn the military uniform, we salute you. Group, attention! Present arms! Order arms! At ease. Grant, this is a small token of our appreciation for the sacrifices that you have made in honoring our fallen service members. This shadow box was built by your brothers and sisters in arms from scratch. Whether or not you ever wear the uniform, you will always be considered our brother. And like your music, this box is real. It's not a recording. We built it with our hand. Just like you play the music with your hand. You may have people ask you, why is the flag in the box backwards? Let me tell you. As you can see on Sergeant Riker here, when we wear it on uniform, it may look backwards. That's because we're always charging forward. We never retreat. That's why the flag is worn that way, and that's why it looks that way in your box. Okay, there's also a medal in your box that has the 7 Army Corps values on it, as well as the warrior ethos. Grant, I cannot tell you enough. You are appreciated. You will always be welcomed at our table. Thank you very much. That's all I have. Thank you very much. And I hope that some of the words that I spoke today, you take with you. Some of the values that we live by, you know, I would love to see each and every one of you start to live by some of these values that we live by. Thank you. And again, thank you, staff. We really appreciate this opportunity to recognize such a wonderful young man. Have a good day.
Thank these folks for being here.